Welcome to our channel. We're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Come on in and grab a chair and sit a spell with us. If you like readable versions of all of our content, be sure to check out both of our blogs. The links to our blogs will always be in the description box below our videos.
Good morning, y'all. The guys and the farm dog are outside contemplating what their agenda is for today. Lots of thinking going on out there. New day on the farm. There has to be plans. There has to be agendas for the day. Our oldest son is off work today. It's a holiday. But, cows and farms don't take holidays. You can take a day off occasionally and get some rest, but it's still a daily thing. So while they're contemplating what they're going to be doing today, in the meantime, I'm inside contemplating on what I'm going to do today. First things first on my agenda today. Y'all see my bed? There's a reason why I didn't get up first thing and make my bed this morning. It is because I got to change the sheets today and get those washed. So that's the first thing on my agenda for today. Then, while the washing machine is going to be running this morning, I might as well just do some more laundry. I'm going to go through here collecting any towels and rags in the bathroom or in the kitchen that needs to go. And we like to hang our towels and rags up after we use them to let them dry before we throw them in the dirty clothes. That cuts down on some of your mildew smell. If you throw wet towels in your laundry and they're all crumpled up and crinkled up, you're going to get mildew smell. And it's hard to get those smells out. So we hang ours up and let them dry. And so the first thing is stripping my bed down, getting some laundry going through the house, collecting more laundry. This is the way your days are going to go sometimes in your homemaking endeavors. And this morning we got up, our quiet time. The granddaughters are not here today. We got up, we had our quiet time, we had our coffee, had our devotions, and then I'm like, you know what? Everything I planned to do today just went out the window because it came a thunderstorm through here last night. Unexpectedly, it just rolled in like thunder and stole all my plans for today because we had planned to get outside and work on some projects together. So yeah, this is what homemaking is all about. Homemaking and homesteading together is all about, especially in your homemaking. There's going to be days when you're going to have all these plans and my to-do list for the day. Something unexpected is going to come up. You're going to have to shift your focus, accept, adapt, rearrange, and overcome. Okay? Kind of putting some of my motto in with the Marine Corps motto and just rearrange your whole day. That's going to happen sometimes in your homemaking, in your homesteading. Like we wanted to get outside today and do some projects on the farm. And then now I'm having to shift my focus, okay, and come up with a plan B. Your homemaking, every day is not going to be the same. You're going to have plans. Something's going to come up. You're going to have to just go with plan B all of a sudden. Kind of always have a plan B. So today's plan B is we're like, well, we got up this morning and said we was having our coffee and we said, everything we were going to do today, we're going to have to rethink it and think of something else. So they're still finding some things to do outside that they can do, but what we were going to do, we can't do it together. So I'm like, well, I'll shift my focus and I'll do some things on the inside while y'all do some things outside. So we got up, we had our coffee, had our devotions, and I said, well, if I'm going to be inside today, maybe I can just make myself still look presentable, make myself comfortable, lift my self-esteem some, give me some motivation. So I just put on a little bit of makeup, just threw my hair in a headband and called it a morning, threw on some clothes, a little bit of, jewelry to make. Ladies, just because we're homemakers, homesteaders, doesn't mean some days we still can't make ourselves presentable. Little bit of lip gloss. If I didn't want to put on makeup, I just put on a little bit of lip gloss and just boost my self-esteem a little bit, my motivation. If you're sitting around in your pajamas all day long, no, you're not going to be motivated. I cannot be motivated if I'm just sitting around, and especially if I'm going to stay in pajamas all day long. I can't. I got to get up, motivate myself. This is just a little inspiration for you, a little bit of encouragement. Get up, get out of those pajamas, put you on some clothes to make yourself presentable, lift your self-esteem just a little bit. If you don't want to put on makeup, just put on a little bit of lip gloss to kind of just give your face a little glow, okay? Something to lift your spirits, boost your self-esteem, and just give you a little bit of motivation for the day. It works. I'm a little bit motivated now to start my day. So ladies, just kind of give yourself a little motivational boost every morning. A little bit of encouragement. Boost your self-esteem just a little bit, okay? So that's what I did this morning. I just put on just a little bit of makeup, just threw my hair in a pretty little headband, threw on some clothes, a little bit of lip gloss. Now I'm going to get started tackling this bed, tackling the laundry, seeing anything else. The house is clean. We've already gone through the house and cleaned the house. We work together. Granddaughters help me with that too. Y'all, I don't know what I would do without the granddaughters helping me sometimes and dear hubby helping me sometimes. He knows how to run a vacuum. He helps me sometimes. He helps me with laundry. He helps put away dishes. We work together as a team, and I don't know what I'd do without him. But while they're doing their thing, I'm just going to stay kind of low-key today, get the sheets out, get the bed changed, gather some laundry, go in here and see what else I can come up with to do. There's some papers I need to file that needs to go in our filing cabinet. Just see what else, some things that needs to be done. And you know what? We've got leftovers for supper tonight. So today's going to be kind of laid back and relaxed because it's cloudy. Looks like it may rain again. We have some leftovers. I'm thinking I want to get in here and make a homemade loaf of bread. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get my maids running this morning. I think I need to empty out the dishwasher from last night. And I think I'm going to get a homemade loaf of bread going. That's what I'll do. So in a minute, let me get my maids running. Let me get my sheets stripped off my bed. Get some new ones on there. And we'll just get in the kitchen and we will start a homemade loaf of bread for the day. And then I'll just find some projects after that. But ladies, just know, sometimes you do need to have a plan B in place when life just throws a kink in your homemaking plans. Got to close my closet. I picked out my clothes and forgot to close my closet door. Oh, say that fast. Anyway, and there's a few clothes I got to hang up over there that y'all see my soldier's picture. Oh, no, you don't call a Marine a soldier. Mistake number one. That's our son, our youngest son. He's in the Army. You don't call a Marine a soldier. Sorry. No offense to you other Marines out there. Semper Fi. Thank you for your service. Anyway, I got a few clothes over here I need to put up. Back to my point. I'm chasing rabbits this morning. Just know in your everyday homemaking, homesteading, you're going to have kinks. We can't get out and work in the garden right now because it's wet. It come a thunderstorm. So some things in the garden is just going to have to wait. Weeds may come in. Something. Can't spray right now with a natural spray to get the bugs off, because they're going to come right back out as soon as that sunshine hits. Just know life's going to throw you curves in your homemaking and your homesteading. You need to come up with a plan B. And you just need to come up with something else, okay? Stay motivated, stay focused in your homemaking, and find something else to do. So that's what I'm going to get going this morning. In a minute, we'll meet in the kitchen. When Dear Hubby does come in, or I don't know what they're going to be doing out there, but before I start that homemade loaf of bread, I'm going to sit down, and we haven't even turned on all the lights yet, y'all, because we were just having our quiet coffee time this morning. So when the granddaughters are here, it's a little more rambunctious in the mornings. But on days like this, when it's quiet, we can just settle down, do our own thing. Sometimes we don't even turn on the lights yet. Something to read by. That's it. I will go in here. Y'all, I love make-ahead breakfasts. Reason being, it's more relaxed. We can grab something in here, throw it in the microwave, and sit down and eat us a breakfast. I have some biscuits in here and some gravy. I'm going to heat me up a biscuit and homemade biscuits and some gravy. I'll have me some breakfast. When Dear Hubby comes in, he can choose anything he wants for breakfast. If he wants a fried egg with one of those biscuits, I'll fry him up an egg. If not, he'll grab a biscuit with some of my low to no sugar jam or jelly that we made, and he'll get him some breakfast. I love make-ahead breakfasts for days like this when we can just come in and when we've got work to do, but still grab something quickly. If you want to know all about how I do make-ahead breakfast, all the things that I make, check out that playlist, my make-ahead breakfast playlist. You can get some ideas off it. So, this is first. Then I'm going to come in here, grab me some breakfast. Then we're going to get a homemade loaf of bread started. Here's my breakfast. Y'all, I just made a big old batch of homemade biscuits. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Put them in the refrigerator. I made a bowl of homemade sausage gravy. That's going to be my breakfast this morning. This is going to be my breakfast probably for the next few mornings. Dear Hubby didn't ask me to, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take him some biscuits out. I'm going to fry him up a couple of eggs and fry up a piece of bologna, and it'll be ready for him when he comes in to eat his breakfast. I'm going to eat me some breakfast because my belly's rumbling. I need to take my vitamins, and I'm going to get my day started. We're going to start making that homemade loaf of bread, okay? I found a few more things I needed to do while it's just a little downtime today. Y'all, I don't have downtime. Sometimes I do have downtime. I can have some bad days, and I have to have a downtime. Then there's days when I'm like, I'm about to go nuts. I'm about to go crazy. So I just find little things. So I not only have I got Dear Hubby some eggs going over there, then I'm going to throw a piece of bologna in there and fry it up for him. I have got about 18 eggs on to boil. And I'll tell you what, granddaughters are out of school, and a lot of times they come and instead of our grandkids, them having to worry about finding somebody to keep the kids during the summer. Y'all, we're here. We're not on a work trip. We're here. Anytime we're home and they're out of school, I'm here. I help. We are grandparents who step up to the plate and we help. And I know some people don't have help like that. And I know some people don't live close to their grandparents. But we do. And I like to have things on hand here for them when they just pop in, okay? I have make-ahead breakfasts for them. And for good lunches and snacks, instead of sitting around snacking all summer, yes, It's going to be your responsibility this summer to feed those children. And instead of them sitting around eating junk food all summer, I left my refrigerator door open. I try to have ready available snacks. I try to have some little snackable peppers that they can just cut and dip in ranch. They like eating them raw. Baby carrots where they can dip. Some broccoli or some cauliflower that they can dip. I can compromise on snacks and lunches, but you're going to put something with it that's healthy. And they love boiled eggs and pickled boiled eggs. So I have some pickle juice left over from zucchini pickles that I made. I'm boiling up some eggs and I'm going to fill this jar up. They'll marinate and then I'll have ready available pickled eggs on hand. So the rest of them, I may want like an egg salad sandwich one day from us coming inside, working outside. And you just want something quick. Egg salad sandwiches. Sometimes they'll just come and say, can I have a snack? Yeah, make it a good one. Oh, I'm going to go get a boiled egg. They'll just come in here in the refrigerator in the crisper and get out. I will put them all in a bowl and they will get them a boiled egg for a snack. There you go. There's some ideas for this summer to feed those hungry kids. I'm not kidding. Feed those kids this summer, y'all. Other things. Oh, yeah, fruit. I've got apples here in the basket. I always like to keep some kind of fruit in this basket to where they'll come and choose this instead of going to their little snacky drawer in there, okay? Little tub, in there. Bananas, apples. I've got blueberries in there. Something else quick. Y'all, get some nutritious food in those kids this summer, okay? A fruit, a vegetable, some kind, okay? Try to avoid those processed, snacky foods because they're empty calories. 5 minutes later, they're going to be hollering, I'm hungry again, okay? Get something in them, some protein. Start their mornings off right with some kind of protein, good breakfast, and then some nutritious snacks. If they're within looky, see, I got the apples out in the open, visual. They can walk by and see them anytime. The snacks are hidden in that closet. They have to remember to ask for those. These, they just walk by, they see it. Can I have an apple? Of course. There's another tip. I got to go flip this egg. I just thought of another tip. I'm frying this bologna now. Got his eggs going. They're almost done outside, I think. And then I got his bologna frying. But I just happened to think of something else. Sometimes in your down days like this, look around and see what you can do. What needs just a little picking up? What can I put away? I also found like some sugar and some flour in there that I just need to restock my tubs. We have an overflow pantry. Then I have the pantry right here that's in tubs where when I'm baking or cooking, I just go and grab it. But I need to fill up my sugar. I need to fill up my all-purpose flour. I still use it, y'all. I'm not, even though I've started using some freshly milled flour in some things and I'm learning all about freshly milled flour, I still use all-purpose flour, but I try to get organic and unbleached. If you can't pay the extra price for organic, at least just follow me, at least just get some unbleached, okay? It's a little healthier. Y'all, I'm even teaching the granddaughters how to fry them some eggs in there. That little one, she likes the fried eggs, like Puppy. I didn't have to flip it, y'all. I meant get it out of the pan. And I'm teaching her how to do her own little eggs. She just don't like the popping, okay? When it starts popping, she backs away. Okay, Gmo, you can do it now. So I'm teaching, okay? It's what I do. I teach. Anyway, find little things in your house that you can do to just like, I got little knick-knacky things that's just sitting out. I need to put away, like a drill battery charger. How'd that get over there by my air fryer? So, Just little knick-knacky things, y'all, that just needs to be put away. Restocking some things in my pantry for that next meal when I need to grab that tub and throw something together. What else? What else? I'll check my seasonings, my salt and pepper. While I'm in my kitchen, I might as well. I mean, when we get to the homemade loaf of bread, I've got a resting time, a kneading time, a resting time. I'm going to be right here in my kitchen. Might as well do some things in my kitchen. Empty the dishwasher. Get ready for today's load of dishes to rotate. See, we run our dishwasher at night. So that way, we get up the next morning, I empty out the dishwasher. Then, as we dirty up dishes through the day, just put them in the dishwasher, okay? Okay. If you don't have a dishwasher, I said this in another one of my homemaking videos. If you don't have a dishwasher, run a sink full of hot soapy water. Have it fresh all day long. Whenever you dirty up a dish, rinse it and wash it. Rinse it again. Put it over there to dry. Clean as you go, okay? When the water starts getting dirty, refreshing it, run another sink full of water. See, I just gave y'all another idea. One daughter-in-law has a dishwasher in their house. One daughter-in-law doesn't. And I'm like, okay, do the same thing I taught your husband to do, my son, before we got a dishwasher. Run a hot, soapy sink full of water. Clean as you go. Teach him to do the same thing. Remind him, because Mama taught him, until they get a dishwasher. That's on their bucket list to do. Let me check the bologna. I just wanted to give y'all that little tip. Ooh, y'all, I've had my breakfast, and now we are getting this homemade loaf of bread started. Look. It is not just going to be one loaf of bread. It's going to be 1, 2 loaves of bread. And I'm going to reserve some for some dinner rolls for tonight. So, I'm getting the homemade bread going. All right. Then I need to go switch out some laundry. So, while this is kneading and resting, I can go multitask and do something else. I'm letting the eggs cool off. I'm fixing to peel some, just enough to fill up that pickle juice jar. Sorry. Just give y'all a little eye shot and ear shot there. I'm going to put some eggs in here, get them in the refrigerator. The rest of them is going to stay in the shell, and I'm just going to put them in there, you know, whatever. All right, so, see, you multitask in your homemaking skill. I got to get this bread going.
While the bread is going through its second rise, I am multitasking, y'all. I switched out that laundry, and I got the sheets on my bed, and I got it all made up. Now to start these sheets washing. After I got done in the kitchen, I cleaned up everything because now it's Dear Hubby's turn to get in the kitchen and do a project he wanted to do. I cleaned up everything for him, and he finally got to come in from working outside, had his brunch. He missed breakfast, so now he is in charge of, ain't he so handsome? He's ignoring me. He is in charge of making our breakfast sausage and our Italian sausage that we use for meals, like for pastas and things like that. So he is getting, this was his project he wanted to do for the day. So he is getting these 2 different meats mixed up, and they're going to go in the refrigerator. Now we are going to have a snacky, and we are going down for a much needed nap. We are exhausted. Well, it's the afternoon time after our nap. We've had our second cup of coffee, and it's done this all day long. Y'all see them clouds? It was just an inside working day today, y'all. We got a lot accomplished today. Got caught up on laundry. Last load's in the dryer. I stripped a load of towels. Dear hubby had to go out and feed the mama cows. Come in soaking wet. Teddy's out in the pasture just roaming around trying to brave the rain. Mama cows are protecting the babies. Yeah, he come in soaking wet. So now he's going to take his shower. We are going to eat our supper. Clean up the kitchen. I'm going to go take my shower. Then we're going to sit down, grab us some dessert. Maybe some of them homemade chocolate chip cookies that I made with a glass of milk. And sit down and watch a movie maybe. Little date night as a treat. So, that's been our day today. We'll see what tomorrow brings. See you in the next video.